I love Walmart. I saw this store built over 30 years ago, and about 90% of everything in my house has come from this store. And I just love the employees. I shouldn't start naming names, but I love them. They're just so helpful. Whenever I go to Gladys, she helps me. I love Sam. I love Kevion helps me. Everybody. I just love all the employees. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't have started naming names, but this is a great store. And I appreciate Walmart for recognizing that literacy is important. Again, I am Linda Mitchell, the founder and director of the Metro East Literacy Project. And I want you to think about something. Could you do your job if you couldn't read or write? Think about even before you walk into Walmart. There's words everywhere. Once you walk into the store, the whole store is a landscape of literacy. And it's wonderful when people are able to read and write. But I had two grandmothers. One couldn't read and one could read. The grandmother that I lived with that could read, she read her newspapers, her Bible. She took us all over Chicago on the subway system and the buses. She could navigate that. But my grandmother who couldn't read, her life was a little bit smaller. And my mother told me that she would have, this grandmother was a cook. My mother had to go every day after school to help her read the recipes, just so she could set out for the next day to make her beef stroganoff or whatever she had to make. But her life was much harder, and I don't remember engaging with her as much as I did with the other grandmothers who could read. So reading is very, very important. And I want you to be kind to people when they come in a store, because you don't know just by looking at a person whether they can read or write. You don't know that. And so be kind to people, because I heard a story one time of a man who was in a store and asked a question, where's this or that? And the employee said, can't you read? Well, that was very embarrassing for him because no, he could not. So please be kind to people. If they do ask you that question, it's a beautiful store. There are signs everywhere. Maybe someone can't read. And what the Metro East Literacy Project is trying to do is help that situation. Because in our community, we have third graders coming out of school not able to read, eighth graders coming out of school, high school graduates not able to read. I'm even tutoring a young man who's in his 60s who never learned to read, but he was passed along in school because he was a superior athlete. You all heard those stories of professional athletes who can't read. So literacy is liberation, is what we say. It takes you higher. So thank you, Walmart. I love this opportunity. I love what you're doing. And thank you very much for the generous community grant. Love you too.
Motivated, we're gonna make it $1,000. How's that sound?